I just feel I have an edge on a lot of these prop bets because I know the public loves to bet over on things. I love to bet under on things. Public loves to root for scoring. No one's coming to jumping on a plane, coming into Vegas, partying up, drinking, rooting for unders. And oh man, everyone's pumped up. They got their beers in their hand. Let's go, points, yards, real simple. I'm looking to just go against those guys. But I do that. I haven't even bet those type of bets yet. I'll look to do that more towards game time. So we'll see what happens.
So we've talked about this all the time, that you don't watch the games. Obviously, you told me you do watch playoffs, and I'm sure you watch the actual Super Bowl. Doesn't it make it a tough sweat when you bet the under? Isn't it make you cringe when you see guys scoring touchdowns and the whole book is going crazy or whatever? No?
Got to tell you, John, I do not even know what I have. I don't even know. 2 or 3 weeks ago, so it was either divisional or conference. I don't know which one it was. There was it was Mahomes. So it was Mahomes. So there was a backup running back that went from the 5-yard line to the 1-yard line, and he got stopped at I'm going to say the half a foot line. Next play, Mahomes ran the ball in. So that was their first playoff game, Kansas City, though, just to let the listeners and viewers know. That guy that had the ball and ran it to the half-a-yard line, if he would have actually scored, it would have been a large 5-figure score for me because I had him to score first touchdown. I had him at 50-1 and 40-1 and 30-1. And because the books didn't really realize that he's the backup. They just thought he was the backup, and he actually didn't. He started the game. So that would have been a giant score for me. I never even knew about it until halftime. And I realized it. Oh, wow. So I don't even know. There's so many. I have piles of tickets. So I won't even know what I'm rooting for or against. But I know I'll, in general, be rooting against scoring and touchdowns and long plays and whatever it may be. You're right. So I'll be rooting against a lot of that stuff. But I don't sweat it. I don't get upset when I see something, like that. I know what I'll have, maybe on a kickoff or something. The game starts. People they love to bet heads and tails on something. So right away they know that bet they have. They have a list. Well, I'll know I'll have something on that. Probably I'll have something on that opening kickoff being a touchback or not. So I'll know I'll be rooting for that maybe because I know it's just the first bet. It's the kickoff of the game. And it could just be a Kansas City kickoff or a Tampa Bay kickoff. It may not be the kickoff. So that I'll know. But besides everything else, I probably won't really pay attention to this guy caught a ball. He has 7. This guy got handed the ball 10 times already or 4 times. I don't pay. I look at the end.
Can you tell the classic? There's a classic Refrigerator Perry prop bet story. Can you tell that one?
Yeah. About 35 years ago, Caesar's Palace. Was it Caesar's Palace? Wow. I don't know what casino it was. They gave 20-1 odds against William the Refrigerator Perry rushing for a TD during Super Bowl. I guess it was Super Bowl 20. Though the Fridge had scored twice during the regular season, Bears coach Mike Ditka had said he wouldn't deploy the lovably large rookie defensive tackle as a running back. But Ditka changed his mind, and Caesars kind of got stabbed in the back there. But unfortunately, I remember the great Walter Payton did not get a touchdown there. I think Ditka overlooked that. That's something he would change probably if he had a chance to go back in time.
What are some of your classic prop bets that you do remember winning or losing over the years? I know I have a few with you. Well, they're all wins, but yeah.
About a decade ago, I was betting Christian Aguilera to sing the national anthem. You can bet on that with certain sports books over under. It was a Steelers-Packer Super Bowl. Listen, we do all the research on YouTube from when she was a little kid singing at 8 years old, right up until the night before the Super Bowl. She sang the national anthem at a hockey game. So, we had a good edge betting the under 2 minutes and 33 seconds or whatever it was. She finished something like 2:17. Anyway, I remember it was an easy win. She finished. We beat it by 16 seconds, except the books said, you know what? She missed one, and I mean one single little 3-letter word, and they said, no action.
Stop.
That's it. So even though we won by 16 seconds, she missed one word. They graded it no action. I'm done betting Super Bowl, any kind of song lengths again. I mean, they could just take shots at you and say, well, he's supposed to say the, and he said duh. I mean, you never know. I mean,
come on.
Yeah. So
that is crazy.
Yeah, that bothered me.
And you can't. There's no disputing it. There's no. It is what it is.
She missed. Yeah, she missed a word. I think she missed the word THE. So.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yep. It's crazy, isn't it? Isn't it crazy hearing that little thing like that can cost you thousands of dollars? So
yeah.
Let's get into another one though.
Okay.
I think it was the second time the Giants and the Patriots Super Bowl. I had the scoop on the color of the Gatorade that would be dumped on the winning coach. It was going to be clear Gatorade. But when they dumped the Gatorade through the Giants' blue jersey, it went by so fast. Literally, it made it look like it was blue Gatorade. So on the replay, there's a little area where you could see it's dumping out of the bucket. I mean, there's like a half of an inch, nothing, that it was clear. Also, going by his jersey, at the end, you could see a little bit, you could see the clear Gatorade a little bit better. I remember that I had to actually fight with some bookmakers to get this paid and show them the YouTube clips where you can see the Gatorade being dumped, which was very hard to find this, by the way. And you could see it was a clear Gatorade. So that was interesting. And, I did get a text on Gatorade color again this year. But last year I had it wrong. Now, maybe we had it wrong because it was in the wrong bucket. So depending on whose bucket it was in. So this year I wanted to make it a little more specific. And I know that I got some info on the color of the Gatorade again this year. Put it this way. It's not going to be the color of the jerseys they're wearing. I haven't really bet this yet. Only the books back east, the FanDuels, the DraftKings, and a lot of the offshore books, they all book this. Unfortunately, Vegas cannot book this yet. They're working on it, though. So let's go into some other stuff.
Those, wait, one quick question. Yeah. Are those even money bets or are they 2-1? What are the odds on those? What are they?
You take odds. Like you'll say, blue, red, whatever, clear, plus 3-1, plus 5-1,
Okay.
Yeah, you're taking on all of them. Coldplay, this was a good one. Coldplay.
This is the first year I had with you.
Yeah, the first year you had with me.
Yeah.
So the guy, I'm not going to reveal the source, but there was a source that I had that watched them watched them warming up, and they said, "Listen, the first song is Yellow," and that's Coldplay's first song. So, John, you might not know this part. So I have a friend that is a producer. And he's not even at ESPN anymore. He used to be at ESPN. He's a producer at ESPN. He says, "Listen, Billy, I just want to let you know that I have guys that are in that stadium too. I know guys, and they said that Yellow wasn't the first song that they were warming up with." So I was like freaked out. Now I got this guy I really trust. He watched him warm up. I got to go by him. And I did get off a little bit, though. Because he told me a different song they sing was the first song. It was like 7-1. So when I say get off, maybe I put like 1,000 on that. By the way, back then, these particular two sports books that were booking this, very big, large names, they were taking $1,000 bets. So I took, my first bet was plus 6-1 on Yellow, right down to even money. So it was a very, I kept on betting it. It was a nice 5-figure score for me. And sure enough, what did they do? Guy comes out. I can understand why my friend at ESPN didn't realize it. His guys didn't realize it. They acapelloed. He was like kind of kneeling down, acapelloing Yellow, the first two lines to Yellow, and they called it Yellow, and bang. Yep. Then he went right into a big hit.
Yep. So I remember that.
Yellow was considered, because I'm watching it and I'm saying, oh, wow, is that considered the first song? It better be. You know what I mean? But and it was, and I got paid. I did get paid on Yellow. So that was interesting. That
was the bet. You became legendary to me and all of my friends because I was watching that. I feel like we might have had breakfast with you that morning at Hard Rock.
Oh, maybe. Oh, we could have.
Yeah, and I remember I was with Jake and a bunch of my buddy Roger Silvestro, who comes in from Detroit every year now, and that was a big deal. Like, yeah, that was. I remember we were so excited about that.
Well, okay, let me tell you. Go ahead, Jake.
Go ahead. I was going to ask you, do you have another one?
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how sometimes you get a little lucky on these things too. So last year, I had the rushing yards under by Mahomes. I don't know what number it was. I can't remember. Maybe it was, let's say it was 25 and a half rushing yards I had under. And so he had about 41. I think that was it. I think he had, hold on. It might have been 29 and a half. I went under. And he had 41 going into the last drive of the game where they're just going to take knees. He took knees on, I think it was 3 plays, and he lost like 5 yards. He kept on backing up and then taking a knee. And that goes against your rushing yards. And sometimes you get lucky. And I wound up winning that by a yard. I think 1 yard I wound up winning that by. So sometimes you get a little bit lucky on these kind of prop bets too. I would like to bet all information like my guy who was watching Coldplay warm up compared to the guys like Mahomes that make, $20 million that I basically can't get that kind of information out. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of fun. Last year, also, I received good information on Shakira's first song last year that she would sing at halftime. So we'll see if I can get anything like that on the weekend here before the weekend's here. I have some little things right now. Of course, some big player props that I'm looking to get down. Unlimited amounts of money on a couple of them. So we'll see what happens.